Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marshinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. This could also be a current relationship. But there's not a whole lot of communication. For others of you, this could be someone that you've met, and you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have, and I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Aquarius, I see an issue here. You have here 4 cards. Dark and dreary. Problem. Problemsome. I think there is such a word as that. We have here illness, wellness, order, beliefs, and crisis. These 4. Very impactful. Now, this is your person of interest, but some of you may be feeling these emotions as well. You may be going through this simply because of the intensity of the type of cards these are. All right. And for those of you who are new, I interpret these cards very differently from what the original booklet has for them. I have here, first card's the strongest, illness, wellness, followed by order, beliefs, creativity, power, surrender, nourishment, mothering. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have crisis. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Aquarius, there are so many things I want to say to you, and I never really took that opportunity. I never did express myself. I want to be with you, but the problem is there are certain things that weigh me down. Restrictions, constraints, burdens, emotional trauma, things that I have gone through, things that I'm still going through. But I dare not tell you. And I want to release myself from this feeling of hopelessness, despair, depression, feeling devastated. I want to release myself and be above the water to see your shining face. For me, you are the sun. You give me warmth. You guide me home. I am really confused right now, though. There are certain things that have happened, and I'm at a crossroads. I don't know which way to move. Forwards, backwards, left or right. I do feel now that in this connection, there is a lack of clarity. A lack of transparency. For me, so much confusion. I don't understand certain things. Because I feel like this, I truly am unable to make a move. I don't want to make a mistake. And so I stand still. I realized over time that you and I are very, very different. We thought we had a lot of things that were common, right? But then it turns out we don't see eye to eye. We are not on the same page. I was born and brought up in a very different way, and so were you. My beliefs, my values, my morals, ethics, customs, rituals, background. It's not the same as yours. I think differently. I view this connection differently. And that's where both of us have this distance. A part of me now wants to just reconnect with you and create something with you long-lasting. I miss you, and you were the center of my world. And everything just broke. And I didn't really tell you why I did what I did. You deserved at least that. I'm frustrated and upset at myself. You have no idea how much power you have over me. When I think of you, when I'm with you, I feel powerless. I feel weak in the knees and emotionally vulnerable. And you are so tempting. And it's so easy for me to slip. A part of me now feels that I belong to you and that you belong to me. I have surrendered my mind, my heart, and my body to you. I only realize now that you are the perfect mate, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You are that one person who truly can guide me, fulfill my needs. You fulfill everything. And I do feel that in this connection, there is a sense of unconditional love that comes from you. It always came from you. You've given me this feeling of love, shelter, protection, offering yourself selflessly. And now I feel overwhelmed. There's so many emotions that are running inside of my mind, my heart, that I need time to sort these emotions out. I don't have any control. I'm out of control, in fact. My mind is a mess. Mental anguish, impatience, frustration. Too much going on in the mind. Right now, Aquarius, I'm overwhelmed by the things that have happened, by what I have said and done, and how there's circumstances around me that I cannot release myself from. Even if I wanted to be with you, I feel that it could be a possible struggle. I want to be with you. But everything around me, the circumstances, they weigh me down. Aquarius. They're happy even if you are somehow in their life, even as a friend. They feel like they have lost you because of certain things that they have said and done, and certain things that they haven't done yet that they should have. First card's the strongest, however. We have your illness, wellness. You have the power of making this person ill, in the sense emotionally. And also well. If you give them a little bit of love, then they feel it. They're happy. But because of the things that they have done and the circumstances that they're in, this person at some point in time could have told you, but I am seeing that they were detached, emotionally detached. I'm seeing the words, emotionally detached. And because of this, there was a lack of communication between the both of you, and you're probably wondering what the hell's going on with this person. Not only that, but why are they acting the way that they are? I see here with the beliefs card, and many of you know this already, it's a huge card for me, and there's so many differences. There are so many differences between the both of you that there's hardly any compromise. And it's because you have your own set of beliefs and standards and issues that you feel really close to your heart. This person feels the same, but the problem is you're not on the same page. Now you can be, Aquarius, you might think that you were. But the reason why this person is separate right now and they're different and they're distant from you is because they didn't think that they were close to you in that way. That's the sad part. That's the upsetting part. So you may have thought that you're doing great, everything was just going wonderful, but the problem is deep down they were not truly surrendering to you. Now they are, but they weren't surrendering to you before, so you didn't really know what was going on in their heart and in their mind. That's what's going on. People need to talk more. People need to communicate more. People need to stop walking on eggshells and manipulating others. Like, what's the use in the end? It all comes down to bad karma. You get karma. Karma points. Demerit karma points. That's what this person got. They got demerits. They didn't do so great. I don't see them working on this. I see them being very secretive and not really opening up to you as much as they could have, as much as they should have. They did not. Let's have a look. All right. You got 2 cards. All right, Aquarius. So this deck I like to read in the reverse, and I also go a little bit into the past. Oh my God, they're so similar. These 2 cards are really similar. They almost look identical, in fact. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's beliefs, all right. It is definitely beliefs. Traditions, values, customs, background, family. What's your friend saying? What's your family saying? Tradition, beliefs. There you go. All right, guys. So I read this in the reverse, these 3 cards, okay? And I go a little bit back in time in your life, what may have been happening back then. So things were going great, but then all of a sudden you may have noticed a shift, a change, and you're wondering what happened. Is this my fault? Could I have changed something? Could I have done something differently? Aquarius, I've seen, and some of you know this, it's not always your fault, right? It's not you. Sometimes it's just them. You may be just the greatest person and you're right on point and you know exactly what you want and you're very honest. But we meet people sometimes that have issues, underlying issues that they do not express. Let's have a look. We have here awakening. I'm going to move this card. I just wanted to tell you guys, okay, before I move forward, tradition and beliefs. This for me is a huge card, like I mentioned, because it does talk about the differences. I want to tell you, okay? Different scenarios here. You may be from a different organization and people may be saying you're not allowed to date, right? Working at the same place, not allowed to date. It could also be you're posted somewhere, but the organization's saying you can't go somewhere else because you're supposed to be here and we can't, have that shift, that transfer. For others of you, you could be from different religious backgrounds, racial backgrounds. Somebody here may be rich. Somebody here may not be so rich. Your opinions, your differences are so vast that the mindsets are just they're not gelling very well. They're just not so close. Family may not like an individual here. Friends may be saying, no, you can get somebody better. This also talks about, for example, we talk about friends, family, right? Society itself, organizations. So ultimately, it talks about the differences that exist between the both of you to the point where external issues or thoughts and ideals are causing problems. That's the issue here, okay? Now, interesting, you have your tradition. It's, I would say this is the cousin of that. Okay. We have here awakening and 2 of arrows followed by tradition. Let's have a look at awakening. Awakening. This talks about, in the reverse, unwillingness to accept affection from you. Problems with growth, prosperity, problems with creating, and problems with children, dependence. Creatively blocked by internal or external forces. Refusal to grow. Here, there was an emotional awakening at some point in time, an expansive, life-affirming energy that brought opportunities and optimism, love and sexuality, creative procreation, but they had problems with all of this because they were unwilling to accept your affection. They were creatively blocked by internal and external forces. Internal meaning my beliefs, I feel this. External meaning other people, rumors, other individuals that are causing disruption in your relationships, influence from other people. This person may have been impressionable, or they just may be very firm in their beliefs. So, guys, it's totally on point here. Like, this is just, you can see the story, how it's aligning, right? Let's have a look at the 2 of arrows. With a 2 of arrows, this talks about how your person of interest felt uncomfortable with a decision, over-reliance on the intellect, and leaving emotions unconsidered. Yep, that's what I was feeling that before, that they were doing a lot of things, but without that feeling of absolute emotion. And that's the thing. If somebody goes against their rituals, their customs, beliefs, that is illogical, isn't it? Because it's not something that they would typically do. But when somebody becomes absolutely head over heels in love with someone, my goodness, they go against their family even, right? They change their faith. They change where they live. They do so many things when they're in love. But that's the issue here. This person actually, they just wanted to keep that sense of pride. I'm seeing ego. This person was they felt a lot of pride, and that's fine, guys. There's no reason for this person truly to feel bad about who they are, what they are. We feel the same, they feel the same. Everybody's proud of who they are. But the thing is that when it's not working between 2 people, both have to adjust, not just one. It's not fair for just one to. So this is what I'm seeing here. There was an opportunity, and there still is an opportunity, but somebody here was not truly adjusting in the way that they should have. So it talks about emotional or lack of emotional control. They could not understand a difficult situation. That's interesting. Remember, you had the order card, which talks to me about a lack of clarity, a lack of understanding. So that we have here again. They were just confused. You know why? Because they were being influenced by others. That's why they're confused. You may be right, but they think you're wrong. Why? Because they've never done that in their life. They've never heard of that. That doesn't exist. Only those kind of people do that. Wow, guys. I mean, I feel like I'm in someone's life right now, like the drama. Like it's a lot. I mean, I'm doing the reading, but I don't want to be in your life, but it is what it is, right? But I see this. There's so much conflict in this connection. You guys may have been, I'm seeing the word disagreements, arguments. I'm hearing someone say hardly any resolution. Somebody here just packed their bags and walked away. I'm hearing that. Well, in my mind, it's me. We have here tradition. Okay. Let's have a look at tradition. Now, I'm going to read the whole thing. Okay. This talks about structure, conformity, and rituals. Rituals, right? Beliefs, rituals. Following established social structures is what this person truly believes. In love relationships, the desire for marriage or some other formal structure for the sake of security. That's what they originally thought that they may have wanted. But then there was an awareness of the public image that may be shown. But they also had the desire to control the public image. Possible rigidity. This person was very rigid. They did not want to transform. They did not want to change. Why? Because their beliefs were so strong. The need here in the reverse, it talks about, the card suggests, and this is what they wanted. They wanted to throw out old social structures that constrained them. But there was a fear of unconventional ideas and the ways they would have approached this. It talks about non-conformity. So what I'm seeing here is a part of them wanted to give in and they wanted to do things differently, but out of fear and out of that kind of societal embarrassment, the societal pressure, they did not do what their heart said, guys. They did what their brain and their mind said. That's what happened here. All right, let's have a look. This is the... There you are. This is the beginner's tarot. So with this, I like to have a look at any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. Okay, Aquarius, a lot is going on here. Let's see. First card's the strongest. We have here the Page of Wands. So in this spread, I see this person being a page. So this is somebody who is shy, timid, not so confident, not so bold in their approach. So this is not a knight, let alone a queen or a king. So this person's really not as bold. They may have been before, but now they're not. They are going to reach out to you with a passionate message, but it may be very short. They also admire you a lot, and they have a feeling that this is a spiritual connection somehow. They feel that someday, some way, we will meet again. Here with the female, we have 2 jugs, each hand. Here we have a pond. And over here, the water is dropping, but turning into little streams. Eventually, you are this pond. This is this person. Eventually, this person reaches and merges with that pond. So there is this hope that fate and destiny will bring us back together again. Also, on a side note, this person does admire you a lot. You may be really good at what you do, your career, your hobbies, your talents. They admire you and they see you as like a star, like a superstar. We have here also complete opposite. However, they stay quiet about it. They don't talk. They are hoping and they're trying to manifest internally that things go great. They know where this may be headed, but they're just keeping quiet about it. They're not really talking much. They think a lot. 9 of Pentacles. I'm seeing that they think of you, because there's such distance now, they think of you as somebody who has truly moved on, that you are somebody who, very independent, self-reliant, self-sufficient. You don't need them. You don't need anybody. That is something that is in their mind. Now, I mean, hopefully you are like that, independent, self-reliant. But if you're not, it's just the impression that whatever you've been doing, that's the impression that they've gotten. And because of that impression, Here, this is good. They feel extreme regret and guilt over what they said, over what they did. They realize now that this connection could have been so much better and they really screwed it up. That's what they feel. Here we have like crying over spilled milk, not realizing that there's 2 cups, meaning reconciliation right behind them, and they could just go for it, but they don't. We also have here Fantasyland. Daydreaming, 7 of Cups. This person is daydreaming a lot. They're overindulging in fantasies. The problem is they're procrastinating and they're not getting to the point. Why? Fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of the non-traditional. This is the problem. They have a lot of options. They have a lot of opportunities. They have a lot of choices. And please be mindful in the comments. People are choices as well. A choice between 2 things. That word I can only use as choice. This person feels tempted by many things that they have to think about, do, maybe even be with different people. But you are the center. And they realize that the things that they have done, they could have perhaps done better. But the word procrastination is there and them just daydreaming. And so they fantasize and think that the way it is in their daydreams, that's the way reality is. But the truth is, no, it's not. Reality is very different. This person's right now all talk, no action. And I mean, I do see them with the urge, the intention to reach out to you. They do have that. But I can tell you there's a lot of growing up to do. Becoming wise. With beliefs. What is the wisdom behind that? Tolerance. Being tolerant, right? Understanding and respecting what the other person feels and why they believe. Always ask the reason why. Why do you feel like this? Why do you believe in this? And people will give you an answer. Why do you do the things that you do? Because they have an answer for that. They feel strongly about it, and there is a reason. And sometimes it's good to ask that reason because then there's a better understanding and a knowing of where this person's coming from. All right, guys, I have here Archangel answer cards. I'm going to do a quick prayer. All right, let's have a look. All right. We have here helpful people, followed by you are ready. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. All right. First card, the strongest, Aquarius. We have here helpful people. Okay. So some of you have gone through a lot, and it is important for you to get perspective. You may have been, I'm seeing a cage. I'm seeing a bird cage. Brass, circular, cylindrical type, right? On the top is curved. I'm seeing that. So it's like you've just been caged. Your mind has been caged. You can't really see much perspective or difference between what you think versus them and what's right and what's wrong. Now, certain people may know what's right and what's wrong, but it really depends on the person and the situation. Certain things are just actually wrong. You guys know that. But it's important for you to reconnect with some people. Helpful people. This could be family, friends, people that you know that really love you, and be careful that they don't give you any biased opinions. You will learn something when you connect with these people who have some good things to say and some advice to give. We also have here, you are ready. So certain things have happened in your life already and things have changed. You have changed. Here they are saying that you are ready emotionally, spiritually, and physically to take on whatever comes towards you. We also have here 2 cards talking about the timeline. Perfect timing, a year from now. It could literally only be many months from now or a year from now because of the type of individual you are dealing with. Beliefs don't change just like that. They don't change overnight. Thoughts, ideas, mindsets, cultures, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't change just like that. It takes time. But when it happens, it will be in divine timing. We have here also reconsider. So reconsider what it is that you are going to say or do, or any actions you are going to take, any words that you are going to speak. Think about it twice. Don't rush into it. I just wanted to also tell you, helpful people, the first card, it doesn't just mean people. It could mean people that have written books, people that are helpful, right? People that have written blogs, individuals that have created YouTube videos. I mean, I'm one of them. On my other channel, Asnointia Audio. Have a look. They are some videos that I have on relationship-related advice, so you may find that helpful as well. So we have here also ask your angels. You can ask Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel through the power of Jesus with the help of his Father, the Almighty, to guide you and to protect you throughout the situation, and ask what it is that you need. Say it in your heart, say it in your mind. You will intuitively receive messages. You'll just know the answer. Again, you have a card right here. Wait. And the sword travels up to a year from now. Interesting, right? The angle right there. So these little guys, 1, 2, 3, we have some time related thing here. So perfect timing, a year from now. Wait, this is all related to time. And the time is needed because that is how long it takes, right? For people to change their perspective and then adjusting life according to that. The overall arching theme, we have a beautiful card here. There's something better. This, for me, has 2 meanings. The 2 meanings are, 1, there's something better than the situation that you're in right now. You think this may be as good as it gets. No. It can get better, and it will get better because there's something better. So that's for some of you, okay? For others of you, there's someone better, and that's why they're saying here, reconsider. Some people may say no. Your friends may say, no, this is not the right person for you. There's too many differences, too many issues here. Too much drama. I'm hearing too much drama from the in-laws for some of you. Now, we have here reconsider. But whatever changes occur, Aquarius, they're going to be good. They're going to be in your favor. But I do see here that there's a timeline. And that timeline is more so for them because they have to be the ones shifting and changing a little bit their mindset and the issues that they're going through. Here, I see you are just... If some of you want to wait, you can. Other than that, I do see somebody else coming into your life. But still, talk to some people. Aquarius, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below. Please share with me your stories. I do read your stories as much as I can, and I try to reply back as much as I can. And also your stories help me create content on my other channel. That's Asnointia Audio. And that channel is absolutely free, just like this channel. Please visit the channel. The link is below in the description here. On that channel, you will see that I have some videos on relationship-related advice. I also have some on past life and spiritual connections. What and who are those type of things? What is that? And also I have one on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? How to recognize and remove such things from your life. So if some of you are also interested in love readings, the one I have available right now, the link is also below. The website is www.asnointia.com. Go to the rates and packages section and you'll see some that I have available. One is on past life and spiritual connections. Keep in mind, not all of the readings may be situated in the past. The other one that I have, that is the love reading. That's the PDF plus an audio. So you get a whole lot of information there. And I have one that's called the Chakra Checkup Package. Some of you may feel that this was very draining and it has misaligned your mind, body, spirit, and your soul, maybe. If you feel that there's some trauma, emotional trauma, and that actually affects you spiritually as well, this is a pseudoscience. This is metaphysical in nature. So these things can only be felt as a result. What happens? I have the ability of remotely viewing negative energy in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body. Angel Fakil works with me to confirm what I see. And then I tell you how to get rid of these things from your life. Whatever is owed to you karmically, whatever's written in your book of life, it will come. But if you have negative energies, guys, it's very difficult to manifest what it is that you want. So it's very important to be free of negative energies. Also, I wanted to mention, I do have some self-help guides. Please have a look at those as well. They're reasonably priced, but I've kept them there because there are different scenarios regarding different people and different situations that you may have with negative energies. So just as an example, one is called Family Generational Curse Removal Package or something like that. But it's a very unique niche, right? It's a very unique topic, but not everybody has it. So if you know or if you feel, then definitely you can place an order. All right, guys. I have more there too. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all again. You take care. Stay safe. Bye now.